I got the text message when I was sitting at the Las Vegas International Airport in December of 2013. I was waiting to get up to the Northwest. I was there with thousands of other people who were delayed because of snow closures, and so I was killing time trying to sleep on the stool next to a slot machine. Not very advisable. And so I read this text message, and it was from Nick, and it was just the picture of a preliminary playbill for Joshua Fest in Quincy, California in August of 2014. And it listed Falling Up as one of the performing artists or groups. And I was super stoked. I typed back, I was like, "Are you kidding?" And he's like, "No, we're doing a show." And I was like, "Sweet." And right then, I started making plans. I'm going to be there. I I really didn't think I'd see another Falling Up show. And so very excited that they were going to be there doing a show. So I text back and I was like, "Hey, do you need somebody to shoot some photos for you guys or whatever?" I do that for groups from time to time, and they're like, "Yeah, it's no problem." Nick was like, "This, just show up, whatever, we'll get it taken care of." So I planned on that, and then in my thinking, I was like, I could also just get some videos and throw them up on YouTube, like anybody who goes to any other concert does, just so people can see this, because I know any photographer functions as eyes and ears for thousands of other people who can't be there. And so I thought, this is momentous enough. I might as well just, throw a few videos out there. And so the idea of making a short, whatever, real sketchy, probably, shaky, all those typical things that we see on YouTube, that had formed in my brain. As we got closer to August, I decided, and I was learning more about the process, and I got the set list, and so I knew the songs, and all this stuff was coming in. I was like, I should probably do, kind of a decent job with this video thing. I was focusing mostly on the pictures, and so I'm a teacher, and I invited two of my students to come along and help me shoot photos and film, and kind of a rough environment, weird lighting, hot, loud, all that sort of thing. And we made plans to collect some video as well. And we were standing outside before Falling Up was going to play, and they'd just done their warm up. And we're all kind of standing outside, and the guys are kind of dancing around a little bit, running around, just trying to get the nerves out. And Nick told me, we're gonna quit the Falling Up brand. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna make one more album when we're done." And I had this sinking feeling, and I was like, "Oh man." Um, and he explained, some of the reasons, and it all makes sense. And I was like, all right, got to take that. And you're just like, "Good job, man. Go in there and do a great, great set and everything." And I walked in there, really excited to see the show, but really sad because here they are, announcing that they're dropping the name Falling Up, and which is an end of an era in some ways. And so um, as the people were coming in, and as I'm sitting there prepping, and we're getting everything coordinated, and who's going to be shooting where and all that sort of stuff, I decided, I'm going to try and make this the very best music video I can, because I know my time's limited. So I shot the whole thing, and the guys that shot with me shot a bunch of stuff, and got home, ended up with like 4 hours of material, and sifted through it all. And I was really concerned about the audio, because live audio is just a pain, and it can really overwhelm a microphone quite easily. We had 4, 5 sources of audio. I ended up using 4 because one microphone was too close to some enthusiastic fans who were singing from the core of their being, and no matter what, they just didn't sound like Jesse, and they were about 3 notes too flat too. So I had to drop that whole track, and then I was like, man, I don't know if I can get enough audio to actually do this justice, and kept tinkering away and plugging away at this over like 2 or 3 days, and finally figured out, I think I got a song here. And then I realized, I've got some really good footage for the environment. It's not perfect, but for a live show, that's pretty good, and I could do a proper job of this. And so I set out to do a proper job and make a proper music video as a thank you to the guys at Falling Up. not only for their music, but just for um, the stuff that they've helped me with in the past. Nick's come to my class and done audio workshops with my students. Um, I was doing a documentary and asked Jesse, hey, I want to use some footage from, or some audio from the River Empires, one of his other bands, and he was like, yeah, it's no problem. He signed signed the copy release so I could do that. Basically no budget, because it's all for education, and they just have good souls, and there's nothing that is pompous and egotistical about them. And I was like, I gotta do this right. And I'm a perfectionist, so I'm not happy of no matter what happens, but I do hope that you guys enjoy or have enjoyed watching the video. And just a little bit of trivia about the video. There are 22 visual or video effect options in the video itself that refer back to the entire catalog of songs that Falling Up has produced or their previous music videos. So it's kind of a remembrance plus my take on the song and the lyric and all that stuff too. So I hope you enjoy it, and appreciate you watching. And no matter what, let's fund this Kickstarter thing and get the stretch goals. So peace out. Have a good evening.